Hi, welcome to this video where I'm going to share with you a very exciting update we have to our lead generation system. It actually helps you build a network of third-party sites that will have high credibility, high target on the topic, and produce backlinks to your lead generation site. This is a really big update for us because while we've always created some backlinks for clients in the system, this allows you to kind of take control of some backlinking strategies, but it is integrated into our system so that you can control what's being done and build up more long-term assets that will continue to produce value for you over the years. So let me show you how it works a little bit. You log into your system, and then there are two different options. You can go to links, posting to Posterous, or you can go in publishing, and you're going to be able to publish, and then when you hit publish and distribute, this does the same as the publish button where it will publish out to your WordPress lead generation site, but it will also then open up an editor so you can change the article slightly and publish it to your network of other sites where you can create backlinks to your main lead generation site. So let me show you how this works. I'm going to paste in an article I wrote for you on this. Here we have our title and we have our article. We're posting it to a site, and I'm going to come down here and I'm going to put a link in. I'm going to put a link in here as well. So now we've got a nice site going out on one of our secondary sites that we run to backlink to this site. So I'm going to hit publish and distribute. I'm going to hit publish and distribute. And what it is doing is posting it to the main site that we have selected. And now you can see we've also opened up this new post to Posterous. And we have two different sites built in here, Posterous free sites. And each of these sites are linked to many other sites. So when I post to one of these Posterous sites, what it's going to do is distribute it out through a network that I've integrated with that site for absolutely free. It's one of those things you just set up once and it continues to provide massive value for you over time. These integrate with Twitter, with Facebook, with Tumblr blogs, WordPress blogs, Xanga, just many different things, and I'll show you that in a minute. First I want to show you the process of this. So we come through now. There's some very important points when you're doing this. You do not want to create duplicate content, meaning a duplicate title and a duplicate article that's the same, because basically what you're doing then is competing with yourself for those keywords. And that would hurt the results on our main lead generation site by creating unnecessary competition. But it's not that hard to go out and modify this a little bit so it's not exact duplicate content. One of the most important things, of course, is to change the title. So I'm going to change publishing network to article network. And we'll change this to plan your own article network. Just change two words, but you can see a massively different title there. Now, I would also rewrite the first paragraph a little bit. I'm not going to overdo this because this is just a test article anyway. One of the big things I'm going to do is come in here and say change the link value, so that obviously has a completely different value to it. Now if I was doing this for more than a sample, I would actually change more text. I would especially really rewrite the first paragraph and the last paragraph. And I would make sure there were a few words at least changed in each paragraph. Another thing you can do is simply shorten the article a little bit. A lot of times a missing paragraph, if you didn't know it was there in the first place, is not that critical. So in this case, we just take one paragraph out too. So now it's pretty drastically different from the other one. Now I hit publish, and what it's going to do is publish to the Posterous site, which I have selected, and that will actually do the work of posting it out to the many other sites I've integrated. If we click on this view article, now we can see that it is posted over here as well. Now, whatever sites I have integrated with this blog will also get an update within a few minutes. So that means it's going to go out to this site, it's going to go out to many other sites that I've set up. Let me show you the back end, how to set that kind of thing up. So now I'm in this the Posterous management area. It's posterous.com. You can see the blog that I've set up. I select the one I've got. I'm not going to show you how to set these up. You obviously want to put a good profile up. It can be a generic profile, but it should look like a real person. You are a real person, and you're not trying to be spammy here. You know, you might not want to use your last name. Just use a last initial or something like that if you're trying to create some anonymity without outright lying. So what you'd want to do is set up a good profile, set up your site, then add some posts. And one of the most critical areas is this auto post area. This tells you where it's going to auto post back. And you have all these different options. It'll post to YouTube if there's a video in it. It'll post to Delicious as far as a bookmark. It'll post a link, a title with a link back for Twitter. But probably the most important area is building these different networks here on Blogger, on Tumblr, on WordPress, on Xanga, LiveJournal. When you build these up, what it does is not only post the entire article on the Posterous blog, but also sends it out to these other blogging platforms. And that will produce multiple links back from multiple different places. And if you're careful about how you set up these profiles, each of the sites will become very credible, on topic, and have more power for you. Now, what you do not want to do is have a bunch of links every single time you publish an article. In fact, certain ones of these, for example WordPress, are very finicky. If you seem to be promoting things, they'll shut your account down. So what you want to do is sometimes post with links, sometimes post without links, but really produce truly good content, on-topic content that is not going to seem like you're just blatantly selling all the time. If you do that, the value of the links that you put in occasionally are going to be higher, and they're going to pump up your main site where you are doing the selling. So that's a very important thing. It takes time. It takes, you know, an hour or two, maybe 3 to go through and do a good job setting these all up. You know, the first couple posts you do to them, definitely don't put links in. Do a couple quick posts that are just on topic about something without any promotion whatsoever. And then over time you can start adding more and more links in. And you know, it doesn't give you an instant huge boost, but the longer you do this and the better the job you do of it, the higher the value becomes of what you're doing. It can be an extremely useful strategy. To show you what it looks like on my site, this is like a link we did a couple days ago. You can see it's just using a normal blue and white template, very plain, very simple, but it's got you know, the title of the blog has keywords in it. The articles have keywords without being too much of a promotion system. Here's one without any link in it. We're very careful about not always linking in it, and that's what gets you the value. So now that it's integrated in Bazoodle, and you can quickly publish based on your main article a snapshot of that article out to it, there's no excuse not to build a link generating system for yourself. If you don't have time to go out and build this stuff for yourself, then what you do is you go out and hire somebody on Odesk to do it for you, and it's probably going to be less than $50 to have somebody go set up all the accounts for you with the profile you give them. It's just, it's a little bit time consuming, but it's a one-time thing. Set it up, treat it well so it doesn't get deactivated, and you'll get a lot of long-term value from this. So hopefully this is helpful.